Hey, welcome back, YouTubers. Another hashtag TTH build, update, and review. Yes, so first off, I'd like to start by saying thank you to my existing subscriber base and viewers. I am two subscribers away from 500. Help me achieve this, guys. Please, with your help, it can be done. So I thought I'd kick off. The last update for the World War One trench board, modular trench board. And as you can see, it is pretty much done. I'm not doing any more to this board. I might add sandbags on that end at some point, but for now, it is pretty much done. I thought of cutting another trench through there, but there are some German sort of bunkers I want to put on there, scatter terrain, that type of thing, because this needs to be able to be stored and obviously easy to set up to play on. So yeah, let's dive into it, shall we? So as you can see, I've added the last of the dead trees. They're all removable. Like I said, the barbed wire as well, everything can come off, so these can get stored, well, fairly safely, including the ruins over there, which are actually from the Conflict 47 starter kit. They're quite nice. I think they came out quite well. I know they're a bit bright in terms of the way I've painted them, but I think they look quite nice on the table. Add a bit of cover, that type of thing. And then I got a friend of mine very kindly 3D printed me some cannons, two for the Germans and two for the Allies. And then yeah, so the only thing I might do at some point, just to make the board maybe a bit bigger in terms of no man's land, like I said, is I'll add another two tiles in the middle and that type of thing. And then, yeah, like I said, modular. This is the first modular board I've done. I think I may have mentioned that previously, and I'm pretty happy with it. The trenches are a bit quick, but ramshackle, the way they were put together. They're not, they don't have the firing steps and that type of thing. But this being made for 28mm, I figured the figures can just about see over. So, and I wanted to make it big enough as well for 40k too. So, yeah, so this is the trenches can swap sides, it doesn't matter. So this at the moment is the Germans' trench. I know their trenches were a little better constructed than the Allies, but yeah, so you've got your artillery pit one over here. I bought some scatter terrain in terms of crates and that, and then the main firing trench, and then artillery pit two over there. And then the ruins with some craters, some barbed wire, and then more craters obviously, and then a spotting trench with a little bit of a break over here so that figures can hop out. Obviously they can climb over the top. I'm still making the ladders, but I just wanted to get this video out because it's been sitting for quite a while, that the board is now officially finished. Took a lot of inspiration from a few YouTubers out there. I'll throw their links down below. They did some amazing trench works and that type of thing. This is, like I said, pretty quick time, but I must say, I am not too unhappy with it. I love this trench in particular because I've done the rear trench as well, and the artillery pits going, and I also the corrugated paper look with the stakes in the ground and that type of thing. So yeah, this is going to be fun to play on, I think. For the historical games, there's a few rule sets I want to try. Bolt action mainly on here, and then obviously some 40k games. Even the Trench Crusade I think will work, but I do know from what I've seen is Trench Crusade needs to be a lot more trenches because you're effectively fighting up and down. This is more of the can I manage to get over no man's land sort of thing. I did have some figures out in here, but they're still being finished, so yeah, apologies for that. I did kit this trench system out with both Germans and Brits, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how it all came together. Very neat 3D prints, very grateful. I'm not a massive fan of using 3D prints at the moment. I would prefer to support the brands, and if I can buy the kits I will, but if obviously you can't and that's out of reach, then 3D printing. And also 3D printing, you're supporting little businesses as well, so why not indeed, eh? But I must say, lots of inspiration, even down to watching a few episodes of Blackadder. Let me know down in the comments if you know of the series and watched it too. Good old-fashioned comedy with some deep meanings right there. And then yeah, here's a view of a no man's land. Kind of gives you that cold, dark vibe, a bit of what these troops went through. It was very intense warfare, and just yeah, not the way some wars should be fought, but it was done, and yeah, we learn about it in history, no? But yeah, this is the board in its entirety and completion. There's a few errors here and there that I made, like some seams that I tried to hide, but I wanted to give it a bit of a 3D earthworks look. Nice view down the trench line over there, and then the German artillery pits. But yeah, all in all, like I said, guys, not too unhappy with it. I think it came out quite nicely. You can let me know down in the comments down below, bringing a bit of history to the table, as we always do with these types of things. And I've always a bucket list item for me since I've started getting into scale model building and tabletop wargaming as a kid. I've always wanted to do a modular trench board, and now I have. So the only thing that, like I said, this might happen is this board might get bigger. If I'm feeling super energetic after the first test game, which I'm probably going to end up doing, is cutting another trench here. But again, let's see what happens. But yeah, guys, so let me know down in the comments what you think. Thanks for all the support. Like I said, I am 2 subscribers away from 500. Help me achieve that goal, and I'll be kicking off the next project. You guys can help me down below with some suggestions. It will be a terrain project of some sorts. I'm thinking of doing some terrain for 40k. Maybe an Imperial outpost or something. I'm not sure, but let's see, guys, let's see, because my army at the moment that I'm doing for 40k is the Krieg. Very pleased they've started bringing them out in plastic, so that'll be in the next few updates, but that's more unboxings and reviews. I'm talking about my next big project. I'm still in the planning stages. Either it's going to be something like this where I physically make it, but I'm slowly running out of space for terrain, so it might just be some scattered terrain that I'm going to work on with some defense systems. But yeah, let me know, guys, what you think down below, what you would like to see, and the minute I hit 500 I will then kick off the new terrain project. So as always, thanks for tuning into the channel, guys. I'll try and keep it going with some small updates in the next coming weeks. But yeah, for terrain projects, this is the one done for now, and then on until the next one. Let me know what you guys think and help me hit that 500k mark. 500k, look at me getting ahead of myself. 500 subscribers. But thanks for the views so far, guys, and the support. Really appreciate it. See you in the next video.